Hey guys, welcome to 5 Minutes Maths again, and in today's episode we are going to tell you a story about a symbol, how we get a mathematical symbol percentage. Math is a brain work, and we often do quite hard work in our brain when we do maths. The research says we use all three regions of our brain when we do any math. So sometimes we need a little bit lighter things like story and the funny things. So we are going to discuss how the sign of percentage evolved through the time. So let's see how we got the percent sign. It's been said that there was no sign of using percent sign before the year of 1425. Before that time, does it mean that we didn't use the percent calculation, how many over 100 or that sort of things? Yes, we did. It actually used by the ancient Egyptian and Indian far more before than we get the percent sign. But in some ancient scripts, for example, this script is from 13th century, and it shows that the symbolic expression of percentage was started on that time, which was, you see, there is a small p with a little tail and then 100. So that's how they used to express percent in 13th century. In 14th century, when we write things very quickly, there are more mathematical work started, and then people had to write very quickly. So the PC things jumbled up, and it becomes, you see, P and C. It's all together within a little loop. So you see, this is how PC per cento, which is an Italian term, so that's how they used to say per cento or over 100, that sort of thing. That the sign of percent evolved that way in 14th century, and then it even jumbled up, and you see, all together they came into a little loop P and C. You can't even see it. This is P and C, but what they did, they started to put a sign pretty much like today's divided sign beside that. So that's how they used to start saying percent in later part of 14th century. So altogether, this is how the expression was, like PC 100, so per cento 100. That was the expression in 13th and 14th century when this symbol was started to evolve. There are some other historians who said that the percent sign was much used by the bankers, and they used to start writing like this in later part of 14th century and 15th centuries. So it's like if they want, they would write 24% in this way, 24 and little 100 in the corner of the number. And then again, when the banker started to write these 100 things very quickly, they jumbled up things, and often the one was moving between two zeros, and then you see at the end we got the percent sign. Someone called E.D. Smith, he just wrote this today's modern percent sign in 15th centuries. I hope this is interesting and you had a little bit of relief from the hard brain work of maths, and we'll see you in next episode with some percentage math. Hope to see you soon. Bye.